Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen at the OpenTTD Let's Play on the Game of Thrones map. So last time we were really trying to make a profit and we failed, but we almost got there. We only lost 3,000. I think that should be doable to overcome that. So one way to do that is to use our ships instead of focusing on the passenger network. Use our ships to not only carry, what are they carrying again? Clay to this harbor over here, and then carry nothing on the way back, but instead let them go to this port over here to carry engineering supplies back, which in turn would lead to more clay, so this would be really efficient, I think. So let's try. We don't have any money. We need to borrow our last money, which is not allowed while paused. Make some last borrowing of the money. And we're almost at the max. I put the max at 1 million. Yes, 1 million. So we need a dock over here to supply engineering supplies. We also need a depot to make sure that the ships change what they can carry. I've never used that before actually, so I hope it will work. Let's try. A depot over here. And then what we do is, for these ships, after they have visited the industrial harbor over here, they will go to this depot for service, but also to refit. I think it's as easy as this. You just refit, tell them to carry engineering supplies, then they will go to this dock to fully load engineering supplies, and then they will go to the ship depot over here. No, not yet. Where's the depot? The docks first, and then, oh wait, that is for loading. Okay, so before they go to the depot, they will need to go to the docks to unload everything, actually to transfer and leave empty. Yes. Then they will go to the depot for service, and they will go to the depot to refit them back to clay, and then they will go to the docks. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure. I've never tried this before. Let's also see if this is correct. So they'll go to the docks to get rid of the engineering supplies, and they go to the depot for service, and they will refit to clay. Then they go back to the docks to fully load on the clay, and there's currently a lot of tons of clay. Then they will go to the industrial harbor with the clay. That is also correct. Then they will go for service here, and they will refit to take engineering supplies, fully load, then go back. Yes, and then they should be back to transfer their engineering supplies. I would also need some vehicles to carry the engineering supplies to the clay pits. So let's clone, well, not clone, let's make a new vehicle, one that carries engineering supplies. I don't know which ones that is. This one. It can even be a 4-horse flatbed carriage. That's nice. Alright, and it will carry engineering supplies. It will go from this dock, go for service over here, then here. Actually, you know what I can do better? It will just, without clicking control, it will copy these orders, and then it won't fully load, but it will instead, let's see, it doesn't have to, I don't need any special orders at all actually. Yeah, it will just pick up the engineering supplies, I think. Should test that as well. Something like this. Yeah. So let's see if this will work. The name of this vehicle will be Kleine Bottle engineering supplies number 1, and it will be put in the group of kleine bottle engineering supplies, like so. So let's have a few clones. Then we need to check if everything works as planned and if we will make a profit. So these ships are doing okay, I think. So let's see what happens when they go to the harbor. So this ship is almost at the harbor. Let's see. Yeah, it is carrying 120 tons of clay, so it will probably make quite some money here. It says 2,000 over here, but it's actually, and it's breaking down. It is actually 10,000. That's really nice. Then let's see what happens at the depot. So it's now going into the depot. It can carry 120 tons of clay. Reliability went up. Now it can carry engineering supplies. Let's see if it will actually do that, because there are none waiting yet. But that's just because it's now the first time that the ship has arrived here. It's loading up on the engineering supplies, so that is going okay. Alright, carrying 120 tons crates of engineering supplies. So I will fast forward again to see what will happen when it arrives back at Egede, not sure how to pronounce it, docks. So there was a message that this guy over here was not making any profit. And while the ship is still on its way, let's actually take a look at that, because this is worrisome. And it's the DWE-style mail line. See, all of these guys are not making any money at all. They're costing me a lot of money, and that's over here. It's probably because this town is too small to actually have 3 carriages taking mail. The passenger ones are making some money. So what I will do is I will get rid of those vehicles. DWE-style mail. I will send them to the depot. I have no need for them. They are only costing me money. And then later on I will sell them when they have arrived. Oh wow, there are more than 1,000 crates of engineering supplies waiting over here. So I think every time we get the money we could clone one of these ships. If at least there's also enough clay waiting over here. There is still some clay. So we could do with 1 or 2 more of these ships. And they will probably make us a lot of profit. What is the profit on this guy, by the way? Last year it was 8,600. That's a lot. That's a lot of profit. So yeah, ships are the way to go in an early start. I think I've seen it somewhere else, but I really prefer passenger networks. I don't like to play with industry so much. But yeah, there is really no other option, I believe. Okay, so I've sold the DWE-style mail vehicles. And now the ship's almost at the dock, at Egede docks. So let's see how much profit it will make. It actually shows a transfer credit of 0. Do I have the carriages that are carrying engineering supplies? They're already traveling, I think. Kleine bottle engineering supplies. Yeah, they are not making profit, of course, because they don't have anything to carry as of yet. But they will soon. So our ship has arrived over here. It says 3,000. Well, that's a lot better than when it carries nothing on its return. So then these guys should also start making money. Transfer credits 200. So yeah, at these docks we now also have engineering supplies waiting. Ah yeah, this ship has refitted itself to transport clay and is now carrying clay. That's good, that's very good. I think things will work out. So now the only question is, will we make money? Will we start making a profit? So I will again let this continue on for a while to see if we can make a profit without borrowing more money than we already are borrowing. Okay guys, it's December now of 1816 and we are still not making money. In fact, we're losing quite a bit, and I'm not sure what the reason is, because the road vehicle income is staying pretty constant. The ship income is varying a lot though, so maybe when this one arrives at the dock, yeah, then it will be like 7,000 less, 7,000 more profit, but still it's not enough. So we will need to borrow some more. We're almost at the maximum, and then do another final investment. So if you have any ideas on what I'm doing wrong, please let me know. It's probably focusing on passengers rather than industry. Although I do have some passenger vehicles that are making quite a profit, like this one. It's making 1,500. A profit of 1,500, that's a lot. So could focus on passengers as well, maybe. But what I could also do is start some passenger transport in this town over here, Kleine Bottle. They have a harbor nearby, so they could be transported to somewhere overseas. Or I could just borrow some money and buy more of those ships, because they are making quite a profit. Let's see where they are now. So there's a ship over here, for example. It has just made 9,700, so that's good. Total profit was minus 25,000. That's not so good. There are some engineering supplies waiting over here, not too many though. So I'm not sure if another ship would be a good idea. We could also try to transport these farm supplies or chemicals somewhere. And there was... where do chemicals go again? Chemicals, they go to Glassworks and Metal Workshop. And the farm supplies to a dairy farm or orchard, not sure how to pronounce it. There's actually a farm over here. Why not set up a small transport line over here? Would that be a good idea? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that would be a very good investment. If it's pretty close, it will also not make a large profit. I think I saw some metal workshop somewhere along the coast. So we can transport chemicals from here to a metal workshop. Is this one? This is a stockyard. This is a dairy factory. This is a metal workshop. So yeah, we could carry it over there. Then we would need some road vehicles from the docks to that factory as well. There's another one over here. Let's see, is this close enough for the dock? No, it's not close enough at all. So we would need... but there's also a farm. So here we have a metal workshop and a farm. You know, that might be worth our investment. It's really far though. I wonder. It will generate a lot of money. I just have to try it. We're not making a profit as is. We have to try something. Although we are making a profit right now. How is this possible? Is there some cost that I'm not taking into account? We will have to pay more interest this year. We will hopefully generate more profit this year as well. The property maintenance, that's what's killing us. Maybe we shouldn't have bought all that eye candy. That might be the problem. So yeah, we are making some profit. I will give it another year. See what happens in the year 1817. Guys, it's December 1817 and we are in fact not making any profit. So I will have to try. We will build a dock over here at Voordijk. In fact, let's do so now. Slow down the game. Let's build a dock. Actually, we might be able to let the dock accept what's it called? Livestock. Accept farm supplies. Oh wait, is that what it generates? Let's pause the game. Does this generate farm supplies? It does. So we can let the dock accept farm supplies and then use road vehicles. Where was it again? And then use road vehicles to carry the chemicals to this metal workshop. So let's try. We need to do some landscaping. Or maybe not. I see a nice spot over here. Oh, it almost accepts it, but not quite. So here it would accept it, but that's a bit farther. Alright, let's just do it over here, to not make it too far for the ships. So we have a dock over here. We will make some lorry stations close by. Can this still be connected to the docks? Yes, it can. Then have a lorry station over here. And over at the farm. Like so. Then what we need to do, oh, and before these guys get angry, let's give them a station as well. We won't use it yet, but we might use it later. Then let's make sure that there are ships that carry those farm supplies. So how can we best do this? We will need another ship, I think. But do we have enough? Can we provide for enough clay for that ship? It's hard to say. How are the engineering supplies guys doing, by the way? They are not making a profit as of yet. Alright. One guy will do something different. You will not refit to engineering supplies over here, but you will refit to farm supplies. And then go not to this dock, but to this dock to fully load on farm supplies. Then you will follow the boys, at least up until that one, towards this other spot. Where's the dock? The dock is over there. So after this boy you will go to this boy, then to this boy, then this boy. Actually, maybe it would be best if you would go for service as well, but yeah, never mind. Go to that boy, then to that boy, and then to the docks.